Chosen one, pause for a moment. If this message has reached you today, it may not be a coincidence. For a long time, it probably felt like life kept pressing the pause button on your journey. Plans slowed down, doors stayed closed longer than expected, and there were moments when you wondered if the path you were walking would ever move forward. But something important was happening behind that silence. What looked like a delay was actually preparation. The pressure you carried was shaping strength most people never develop. And now something is shifting. The waiting season that tested your patience is coming to an end. A new movement is beginning around you, and the signs may already be appearing in ways you didn't expect. Listen carefully, because the chapter that is opening now could change the direction of everything that comes next. 1. Why the delay had to happen. Waiting can feel confusing, especially when you are putting effort into something and nothing seems to move forward. Plans slow down, opportunities seem distant, and progress appears smaller than expected. During these moments, it is easy to believe that the delay is a sign that something is wrong. Many people begin to question their path or wonder whether their efforts truly matter. Yet waiting periods often serve a purpose that cannot be fully understood while they are happening. A delay is not always a sign that the journey has stopped. In many cases, it means that certain things still need time to develop before the next step can appear. Just as a seed planted in the ground needs time before it becomes a strong tree, progress in life also requires unseen preparation. Growth happens beneath the surface long before visible results appear. During a waiting period, important changes begin to take place within you. Your patience becomes stronger, your perspective becomes wider, and your understanding of situations becomes clearer. When everything moves quickly, there is little time to build these qualities. Slowing down allows you to learn lessons that would otherwise be missed. Delays also create space for reflection. When life moves too fast, it is easy to continue in the same direction without questioning whether that direction truly fits your purpose. Slower seasons encourage you to examine your choices more carefully. You begin to notice what deserves your time and energy and what no longer aligns with your goals. This clarity becomes valuable later because it helps you move forward with stronger focus. Another reason delays can be necessary is because preparation often takes longer than expected. The opportunities ahead may require skills, patience, and emotional strength that still need to grow. If certain doors open too early, handling the responsibilities behind them could become overwhelming. Time allows you to develop the stability needed to carry those opportunities successfully. Waiting periods can also shape your resilience. Difficult moments challenge your ability to stay committed when progress feels slow. Each time you continue despite uncertainty, your determination becomes stronger. This resilience becomes one of your greatest strengths because it teaches you to move forward even when the outcome is not immediately visible. Delays may also redirect your attention toward areas of life that require improvement. You might notice habits that need adjustment, relationships that need healthier boundaries, or goals that require clearer planning. These insights allow you to grow into a more prepared version of yourself before the next chapter begins. While waiting can feel uncomfortable, it often protects you from moving too quickly toward situations that are not fully ready. Certain opportunities need the right timing to unfold properly. Just as seasons change gradually in nature, progress in life follows its own rhythm. Each phase plays a role in preparing the next one. Understanding the purpose behind a delay can transform how you experience it. Instead of seeing it as lost time, it becomes a period of quiet preparation. The patience you build, the awareness you develop, and the resilience you strengthen all contribute to the journey ahead. The waiting period was never meant to hold you back forever. It existed to prepare you for something larger than what you could see at the moment. Every lesson learned during that time added to the foundation you now stand on. And as that preparation continues to shape you, the path forward becomes clearer, stronger, and ready for the next step of your journey. 2. The pressure that was shaping you. Pressure is one of the most difficult experiences to go through, especially when it feels like it continues for longer than expected. Challenges begin to appear from different directions, and sometimes it feels as if life is demanding more from you than you are prepared to give. During these moments, it is natural to feel overwhelmed or even question why certain situations keep happening. Yet pressure often carries a purpose that is not immediately visible. It slowly shapes qualities within you that cannot grow during comfortable seasons. Strength is one of the first qualities that begins to develop through pressure. When life moves easily, people rarely discover how strong they truly are. Comfort does not require much resilience. However, when circumstances become difficult, something inside you begins to awaken. You learn how to continue even when motivation feels low. You find ways to solve problems that once seemed impossible. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to prove to yourself that you can endure more than you once believed. Pressure also builds patience, which is a powerful skill in life. Many people want immediate results and quick progress. When those results do not appear right away, frustration often takes over. The experiences you went through forced you to slow down and learn how to remain steady while waiting for things to change. Patience allows you to think clearly rather than react impulsively. It teaches you how to trust the process of growth even when the outcome is not visible yet. Another important change that pressure brings is awareness. When life becomes challenging, your perspective begins to deepen. You start noticing patterns in situations and people that you may not have recognized before. This awareness helps you understand what truly supports your progress and what quietly holds you back. It sharpens your ability to observe before making decisions. Over time, this skill helps you move through life with greater wisdom. Pressure can also strengthen emotional balance. Difficult experiences often bring strong emotions such as frustration, disappointment, or uncertainty. Learning how to handle these emotions without letting them control your actions becomes an important step in personal growth. Each time you remain calm instead of reacting impulsively, you strengthen your ability to stay centered even during challenging circumstances. Another effect of pressure is the development of focus. When life becomes demanding, distractions begin to lose their importance. Your attention naturally moves toward what truly matters. This focus helps you direct your energy toward meaningful goals instead of wasting it on situations that do not support your journey. Over time, this clarity allows you to move forward with stronger intention. Pressure also reveals the parts of yourself that still need improvement. It exposes weaknesses that might otherwise remain hidden. While this can feel uncomfortable, it provides valuable opportunities to grow. You begin to recognize habits that need change, attitudes that need adjustment, and areas where more discipline is required. These realizations allow you to strengthen the foundation of who you are becoming. Through all of this, the pressure you experienced was quietly preparing you for something ahead. Strength, patience, and awareness are not qualities that appear suddenly. They are built through repeated experiences that challenge your mindset and encourage growth. Every difficult moment you faced contributed to shaping these qualities within you. Instead of breaking you, the pressure refined you. It pushes you to develop abilities that will support your future decisions and responsibilities. The lessons learned during those times are now part of your perspective and understanding. What once felt like overwhelming weight was actually shaping the resilience and awareness you needed for the path that continues to unfold. 3. The moment the shift begins. After a long period of waiting and uncertainty, there comes a time when something begins to move again. The change does not always arrive suddenly or with loud signs that everyone can see. Often it begins quietly, almost unnoticed at first. A new thought appears in your mind, a fresh idea gives you hope, or a small opportunity shows up where there was nothing before. These moments can feel simple on the surface, but they often mark the beginning of a much larger shift. Waiting seasons can make progress feel distant. When days pass without clear results, it can seem as though everything is standing still. But life rarely remains in one place forever. Movement eventually returns, and when it does, it often starts with small signs that slowly grow into larger changes. A conversation may lead to a new connection. A decision you make may open a path that was hidden before. Even a simple change in your mindset can create a ripple that affects many areas of your life. The shift often begins inside you before it appears in your environment. Your thinking becomes clearer and more focused. Doubt that once filled your mind begins to fade, replaced by a stronger belief in your direction. Situations that once felt overwhelming start to look manageable because your perspective has grown. This inner change allows you to approach opportunities with confidence instead of hesitation. Another sign that the shift is beginning is the return of energy and motivation. During difficult periods, it is common to feel drained or uncertain about the future. As change begins, a sense of renewed strength appears. You may feel more inspired to take action or explore new possibilities. This renewed energy helps you move forward with greater determination. Momentum is an important part of this process. Once the first small change occurs, it often leads to another. Progress builds gradually, like a series of steps that move you closer to your goal. Each action you take begins to create results that encourage you to keep going. Over time, these small steps gather strength and form a clear path ahead. The moment the shift begins is also when new opportunities start appearing more frequently. Situations that once seemed blocked may begin to open. People who can support your journey may enter your life unexpectedly. Even challenges can start to feel different because you approach them with a stronger mindset and better understanding. This period of movement is not about rushing forward without thought. It is about recognizing that the waiting season served its purpose and that progress is now unfolding. The patience and resilience you develop during that time become valuable tools as you step into this new phase. Change often arrives quietly, but carries powerful momentum once it begins. What started as a small shift grows into a series of meaningful developments that guide you forward. The journey that once felt paused begins moving again, and each step brings you closer to the direction you were meant to follow. The moment the shift begins reminds you that waiting was never the final chapter. It was simply part of the preparation that made this new movement possible. As momentum continues to build, the path ahead becomes clearer, and the progress you once hoped for starts taking shape in real and lasting ways. 4 signs that your season is changing. When a new season of life begins to approach, certain changes start appearing in ways that may seem small at first, but gradually become more noticeable. These changes do not always arrive with loud announcements or dramatic events. Instead, they reveal themselves through subtle shifts in your thoughts, your feelings, and the opportunities that begin to appear around you. The signs often start within you before they become visible in the world around you. One of the first signs is clarity. Situations that once felt confusing or uncertain begin to make more sense. Decisions that used to feel difficult become easier because your mind is no longer filled with the same level of doubt. You begin to see the direction you should take with greater confidence. This clarity helps you focus your energy on what truly matters, rather than feeling pulled in many different directions. Another clear sign is the return of new energy. During challenging seasons, it is common to feel exhausted, both mentally and emotionally. Constant pressure can drain your motivation and make everyday tasks feel heavier than they should. As a new season begins to unfold, this feeling slowly changes. You may notice a renewed sense of enthusiasm for your goals and ideas. Even simple activities may start to feel lighter and more enjoyable again. This renewed energy often signals that your mindset and circumstances are beginning to move in a healthier direction. Along with clarity and energy, unexpected opportunities can begin appearing. These opportunities may not always look exactly like what you imagined. Sometimes they arrive in simple ways, such as a conversation that introduces you to someone helpful, an idea that inspires you to try something new, or a chance to explore a path you had not considered before. What makes these opportunities special is the timing. They often appear when you are ready to recognize and use them wisely. Another sign of a changing season is a shift in the people and situations around you. Relationships that once felt draining may naturally fade from your life. At the same time, new connections may form with individuals who encourage your growth and support your goals. These changes in your environment often happen gradually, but they create space for healthier influences and stronger collaboration. You may also notice that challenges begin to feel different. Difficult situations may still appear, but your response to them changes. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you approach problems with a calmer mindset. The experiences you gained during previous struggles have strengthened your ability to think clearly and act wisely. This shift in your reaction shows that your inner growth has prepared you for new responsibilities. Another important sign is the way you view your future. Instead of focusing on past frustrations or disappointments, your attention begins to move toward possibilities and progress. You become more interested in building something meaningful rather than worrying about what once went wrong. This forward-focused mindset helps you recognize opportunities that match your direction. These signs often appear gradually rather than all at once. Each small change builds upon the next, creating a sense that life is slowly moving into a new rhythm. Clarity helps guide your decisions. Renewed energy fuels your actions, and unexpected opportunities open doors that once seemed closed. A changing season does not mean the journey suddenly becomes effortless. It means that growth has created new possibilities. The strength and awareness developed through earlier challenges now allow you to recognize the direction ahead more clearly. With each step forward, the signs become stronger, reminding you that a new chapter is beginning to unfold in ways you may not have imagined before. 5. What is now being released into your life? There are periods in life when progress feels blocked from every direction. Plans do not move the way you expected. Opportunities seem distant, and it can feel as if every step forward requires more effort than it should. During those times, it is easy to believe that nothing is changing, and that the doors you hoped would open may never move. Yet growth often takes place beneath the surface during these quiet seasons. The effort, patience, and resilience you develop during those moments gradually prepare the path for movement to return. When a shift begins to take place, the things that once felt stuck slowly begin to move again. Situations that appeared closed may start showing signs of possibility. Conversations that once led nowhere might suddenly bring new understanding. Even ideas that seemed unrealistic before may begin to feel achievable. These changes do not always arrive suddenly, but they often appear as small openings that gradually expand into larger opportunities. One of the most important things being released into your life is clarity about your direction. When obstacles filled your path, it may have been difficult to see where to go next. Confusion and uncertainty can make even simple decisions feel overwhelming. As movement returns, your understanding of your goals becomes sharper. You start recognizing which steps deserve your attention and which distractions should be left behind. This clarity gives you the confidence to move forward with purpose. Along with clarity, new opportunities may begin to appear in places you did not expect. These opportunities might arrive through new connections, ideas, or situations that introduce fresh possibilities. Sometimes they appear quietly, through simple moments that encourage you to explore a path you had not considered before. When you remain open and aware, these opportunities can grow into meaningful progress. Another important change involves the energy you bring to your journey. During difficult seasons, it is common to feel drained or discouraged. Constant effort without visible results can slowly reduce motivation. As things begin to open again, that energy starts to return. A renewed sense of determination appears, helping you take action with greater confidence. This renewed strength allows you to approach situations with enthusiasm rather than hesitation. You may also notice that certain obstacles that once seemed impossible to overcome no longer have the same power over your path. The lessons you learned through previous challenges have strengthened your ability to respond wisely. Instead of feeling blocked by every difficulty, you begin to see ways around them. The growth that took place within you now helps create movement where there was once resistance. Another release that often happens during this time is the arrival of healthier connections and supportive influences. People who encourage your growth and share similar values may enter your life naturally. These relationships can bring guidance, collaboration, and positive energy that helps you move forward with greater confidence. Progress also becomes more visible in the form of small achievements that build momentum. Each step forward reminds you that movement has returned to your journey. The path that once seemed closed begins to expand with new direction and possibility. As these changes continue, you gain stronger belief in your ability to shape the future you have been working toward. The things that once felt blocked were not permanent barriers. They were temporary pauses that allowed growth, awareness, and preparation to take place. As those lessons settle within you, the path ahead begins to open in ways that support your progress. What once felt like stillness gradually transforms into forward motion, bringing opportunities, clarity, and renewed confidence into your life. 6. Why your next chapter will be different. The person who is stepping into the next part of the journey is not the same person who first walked into the season of delay. Time, experiences, and challenges have quietly reshaped the way you think, the way you respond, and the way you understand the world around you. Growth does not always feel obvious while it is happening, but every experience you went through contributed to the transformation that has taken place within you. During the period of waiting and difficulty, many lessons began to develop inside you. Patience became stronger because you had to learn how to continue even when progress seemed slow. You discovered how to remain steady when plans did not move the way you expected. These moments may have felt frustrating at the time, yet they were strengthening your ability to remain calm and focused in uncertain situations. Your awareness also expanded through those experiences. Situations that once seemed confusing began to reveal patterns and insights. You started recognizing which choices support your growth and which ones create unnecessary obstacles. This awareness allows you to move forward with better judgment and clearer direction. Decisions are no longer made from pressure or fear, but from understanding and reflection. Another important change is the strength you developed through challenges. Difficult moments forced you to adapt and find solutions even when the path was unclear. Each obstacle required effort, creativity, and resilience. Over time, these experiences built confidence in your ability to handle situations that once felt overwhelming. The strength you carry now comes from real experiences that tested your determination. Your perspective on life has also evolved. Earlier in your journey, certain expectations may have shaped the way you approached goals and opportunities. Through experience, you have gained a deeper understanding of what truly matters. Priorities become clearer as you recognize the importance of balance, purpose, and meaningful progress. This new perspective helps you move forward with a sense of direction that feels more authentic and aligned with who you have become. Another difference lies in the way you handle setbacks. Instead of seeing them as signs of failure, you now understand that challenges are part of growth. This mindset allows you to continue moving forward even when situations become complicated. The ability to stay steady during difficulty becomes one of your strongest advantages as you enter the next chapter. Relationships and environments may also change as your journey continues. As you grow, you naturally seek connections and opportunities that reflect your new level of awareness. Some influences that once felt familiar may no longer fit the direction you are moving toward. At the same time, new connections may appear that encourage your progress and support your goals. The next chapter will be different because you are bringing a stronger foundation with you. Patience, awareness, resilience, and a clearer perspective are now part of the person you have become. These qualities shape the way you approach opportunities and guide the choices you make moving forward. The season of delay was not wasted time. It allowed growth to take place that prepared you for the path ahead. The experiences you went through transformed your understanding and strengthened your mindset. As you continue forward, the journey will reflect the person you have become, someone more aware, more capable, and more prepared to move confidently toward the future. 7. Walking into the change with confidence. Stepping into a new chapter requires a different kind of mindset. The journey that brought you here was not always easy, and there were many moments when the future seemed uncertain. Yet every experience you passed through has prepared you for the direction that is now beginning to unfold. Moving forward with confidence does not mean that every step will be perfectly clear, but it does mean trusting the growth that has already taken place within you. Confidence often grows quietly through experience. It develops when you face challenges and realize that you are capable of handling them. Each obstacle you overcame strengthened your ability to adapt and continue moving forward. Over time, these experiences built a foundation that supports the choices you make today. The strength you carry now comes from lessons that could only be learned through real situations. Walking into change requires the courage to leave behind certain fears and doubts. During earlier stages of the journey, hesitation may have felt natural. Uncertainty can make it difficult to take risks or explore new opportunities. As your awareness grows, you begin to recognize that progress often requires stepping beyond what once felt comfortable. Choosing to move forward with belief in your direction opens space for new possibilities to appear. Trusting the path ahead is another important part of this process. Even when the entire journey cannot be seen at once, each step can still guide you closer to your goals. When you focus on taking meaningful actions rather than worrying about every outcome, progress becomes easier to achieve. Confidence grows with each step you take because you begin to see that your efforts are creating movement. Another important aspect of walking into change is maintaining a positive and focused mindset. Challenges may still appear along the way, but your response to them will be different. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you approach them with patience and clear thinking. The experiences you gained during previous struggles now help you navigate situations more wisely. This new chapter also encourages you to remain open to opportunities. Change often brings unexpected paths and possibilities that may not have been visible before. Being open to these opportunities allows you to explore directions that align with your growth and purpose. Each opportunity becomes a chance to apply the strength and awareness you have developed. Support from others may also appear as you continue forward. People who recognize your dedication and determination may become part of your journey. Positive connections can provide encouragement, ideas, and collaboration that strengthen your progress. These relationships often form naturally when you move with confidence and authenticity. Walking forward with belief in your path also means appreciating how far you have already come. Every step you took through uncertainty contributed to the growth that allows you to stand here today. The lessons learned during those experiences continue to guide your decisions and shape your direction. Confidence does not remove every challenge, but it transforms the way you approach them. With patience, awareness, and determination, you move forward knowing that your journey is unfolding in meaningful ways. The path ahead is built on the strength you developed through experience, and each step you take continues to shape the future you are creating. Chosen one, understand this clearly. What felt like delay was never meant to stop your journey. It was shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for the moment that is now beginning to unfold. The challenges you faced were not signs that you were moving in the wrong direction. They were lessons building the patience, awareness, and resilience you needed for what comes next. Now the path ahead is opening in ways that once seemed impossible. The clarity you feel, the new energy returning to your life, and the opportunities beginning to appear are all signs that the season is changing. The waiting chapter is coming to an end, and a new movement is beginning to take shape. Move forward with confidence. Trust the strength you built through every challenge and every moment of uncertainty. The person you are today is more prepared, more aware, and more capable than ever before. What is unfolding now is only the beginning of a new direction filled with growth, purpose, and opportunity. If this message spoke to you, take a moment to share your thoughts below. Your voice may inspire someone else who is walking a similar path. And remember, the journey is still unfolding. Stay aware, stay focused, and keep moving forward, because everything is beginning to change.